can see here we've got the first of the medium-sized bases on the new map. It's a bit of like a restaurant for bikers. Looks fairly fortified out the front with some shipping containers and things like that. It has a requirement for 4 people and 1,000 influence, and it's got a number of facilities obviously that it comes with and some available slots. There's a picture of the overall base, so it comes with some pretty standard stuff: the command center, some storage, a kitchen facility that needs to be repaired. Everything else is in some sort of working order. It's got a bit of a watchtower there. There's one available slot for building straight away. Maybe you could start on an infirmary or a workshop. There are 2 seating areas, and you can clear both of those. They currently provide 1 bed each, which is why with 8 people they've got -6 beds. So you're obviously going to be building extra beds if you replace those areas, which I would recommend. Obviously 1 bed each for 1 facility slot's not very good. Obviously it's fine to start with because it's free, but and you will get materials when you clear the space, but you want something else. 1 small outdoor slot, and you've got a couple of semi-unique facilities. This one definitely unique to the new map. It's a failed Clio drop, and you've got 2 ways of clearing that out because it doesn't actually do anything in and of itself. Once cleared, it'll provide you with 5 food, 5 meds, 5 building materials, a Clio home site bootstrap package, and a Clio error log if you happen to have somebody with the knowledge of programming, and it does take power as well. So if you don't have those things, if you don't have someone with programming, and you don't have access to power yet, maybe it's you're either doing it without boons, you haven't got an outpost, you haven't got a facility put in, for whatever reason, you can use manual labor to clear it with 7 people. You just don't get the Clio error log. So whatever that does, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure based on their comments that the home site bootstrap package might provide some items like the old Clio drops in the Year 1 Survival Edition. So but we'll just have to see. I think it's nice that obviously there's still things to be discovered even if you're showing the base a little early. And the other facility is a Salvage Beast Auto Works, and it looks pretty cool. You can build the car upgrade kits. Very nifty that it can teach or improve the mechanic skills. Very handy, particularly if you enjoy playing on the higher difficulty settings like Nightmare, to have that mechanic available even if you didn't start one initially in your community and you haven't found a book yet. So you can start producing toolkits to repair your vehicles, which is pretty darn often in Nightmare. And it also says you can use spare labor and parts to improve vehicles. So I think the fact that it comes with 4 parking slots is also really excellent, especially for a base that is pretty cheap. Anyway, on to the next base. So this is the next medium-sized base. It's a Westen builder's supply, sort of like a warehouse looking base. Similar requirements to the last one, 1,000 influence and 4 people. It has less facilities that it immediately comes with, and more open slots. Here's a view of the actual base itself. This obviously comes with a command center, of course, and it comes with a storage area, which by all accounts looks like it's a really good storage area, possibly already upgraded. And it comes with a failed clear drop, same as the other base. You can clear it either with power and someone with programming, or with 7 people. This has got a couple of sheltered beds, each facility here giving you two beds, which is why they're at -4. So you've got a few outdoor slots, small outdoor slots, and once that's cleared you'll have a couple of large ones, and you've got one internal one. So maybe you're going to end up having to have some bed outposts available, just so that you've got enough places to sleep, or some other solution. Alright, on to the next base. So here's the first of the large bases that they've shown us. It's the Prescott fire station. Obviously you can see here that its requirements are 8 people and 3,500 influence. It comes with a considerable number of built-in facilities, as well as some available slots for you to build whatever you'd like to. It's worth noting that it says it's a ruined firehouse that could quickly be restored, because as you can see here, a lot of its start facilities are actually damaged, so you need to fix them before they're operational. Such as the beds. It's got a couple of lots of buildings there that have got beds. The sheltered beds with 2, which is immediately taking it to -6 for them, and some bunk beds, which provides 4 beds once fixed. It's got a emergency services training facility, which by all accounts looks like it acts as a fighting gym. By boosting max health, it can speed fighting improvement, and it also provides passive injury recovery, if you upgrade it. So that's interesting, as well as the ability to, with the use of meds and influence, to grant the medicine skill to somebody if you've got someone with that 5th skill slot free, and so that's pretty unique. It's got a scout tower with 3 armed guards, no ammo cost. Obviously those 3 people have to have firearms on them to be useful, and you can also spend some additional ammo to reduce the threat. It has a firehouse workshop, which, in addition to the normal sounding workshop items, it suggests that you can make ammunition for guns. Not just the function of producing ammo, but actually, you can make ammunition for guns. So whether it implying that you actually still need some sort of facility mod to do so, or whether it actually has that functionality, almost like your special leader building for the warlord, the armory. So yeah, it'll be interesting to check that out. It has a utility room, which, assuming that you've got some fuel to power it up, gives you base-wide power and also provides water. So that's interesting, particularly if you don't have, say, the Builder's Legacy boon, or you haven't gone out there and gotten some outposts for power and water. So it frees up those outpost slots, basically. But yeah, an excellent looking base. It also has a bell across the road that you can shoot to attract zombies across the road, so I thought that was pretty cool. So here we have the last of the large bases on the new Providence map, the Providence Ridge map. It's the Lundegaard lumber mill. Very similarly to the last one, it needs 8 people and 3,500 influence. It comes with a few facilities inbuilt and available slots. So as you can see here, it actually has an impressive number of large slots available, one of which is clearable and will give you building materials. And interestingly enough, this is the only base in existence that would let you have a leader of each type and build the leader buildings. So that I thought was interesting. It's worth noting that you're going to need to build your own workshop and infirmary because it doesn't have one of those already. So that will only leave you one small slot available. So you may end up needing to have some bed outposts, one would think, for this to work. But yeah, it has a unique facility here, the sawmill, that lets you produce effectively an infinite number of materials, albeit it takes time to do so, and there's a risk of having a siege. There's actually 3 levels that you can do to produce either 1 material, 2 materials, or 3 materials, and each one of them takes a bit longer than the other. It starts at 20 minutes, goes to 25 minutes, and then half an hour. And the zombie threat level certainly increases, and at the highest level, it's going to produce dangerous sieges, it says. So that's worth considering. If you're on a higher difficulty setting, maybe you won't want to do that. Especially if any of you out there are not sticking around for the actual siege. If you're staying away and just taking the 3 ammo hit, you'd basically be swapping 3 ammo for 3 building materials. But look, it's a very interesting base. The whole map is really kind of interesting looking, just as a general thing. The bases are pretty nifty. You seem to have a choice there for either the medium level or the large bases, of picking ones that have got a bunch of built-in facilities already, just a few slots available to build, or ones that are pretty bare bones and you can really do with it what you would like. But anyway, yeah, definitely very cool bases, and I'm sure we're all going to be interested in moving into them come March the 13th. All right, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Cheers, bye.